Hey guys, what is going on? So just wanted to hop on here and let you know that I will be adding Intelligent Elephant Ecdysterone back into the mix. So I will be stacking these both yet again. I've done this in the past and I got really good results on it both times. But the reason that I transitioned over to 6 caps of just only Turkesterone is because I really wanted to get a 405 bench. And I find that Turkesterone has the best response in terms of strength increase. So that's what I went for. So I get a lot of questions about stacking these, which one is better, which one do I respond more to, and whatnot. And, in terms of my experience, I've taken 6 caps of Turk, but I've only ever taken 3 caps of Ecdy. So I don't know if I were to start taking 6 caps of Ecdy, if it would be superior. But between those two, it seems that Turk I respond better to. Now, obviously, that's not really a fair comparison, but the reason I've done it this way is because I've tried 4 caps of Turkesterone in the past, didn't get anything out of it, but 6 definitely got me something. Whereas with Ecdysterone, I've taken, 2 capsules before, I've taken 3 capsules, and it seems like you can get a much better response with a lower dose. So I think it would just be more efficient to kind of use a lower dose consistently, as opposed to using like a really high dose. It might be unnecessary. Whereas with Turk, it might be fully necessary for you to take a high dose to even see anything. So they're just kind of different in that aspect. I found that stacking them, like obviously if I were to only take 3 Turk by itself, it wouldn't do very much of anything. Whereas if I add 3 Turk on top of 3 Ecdysterone, that's like a really nice combo that I found to be very effective. So some people debate that it would be redundant because of the vector of growth. They're both doing using that same vector. In my experience, stacking them is much better than like just taking Ecdysterone, for example. Now, is stacking them better than just Turkesterone? Well, it depends on what your goals are. And that is kind of the reason why you might want to stack these, or why you'd want one over the other. So with Turkesterone, like I said, I think I just get better results in terms of muscle gain, but definitely strength gain. But I don't really feel it in the gym as much. Whereas with Ecdysterone, when I add it, vascularity gets way better. Endurance gets way better. Fullness, some of these things that aren't necessarily like real results, but are very important nonetheless. And you absolutely do get actual results on Ecdysterone as well. It's just that I think Turk is a lot more like you get a lot of results, but you don't really feel it. And Ecdy, you get still good results, but you definitely feel it. And so adding them, I think, is kind of the best of both worlds in my experience. Who knows, if I were to take 6 Ecdy, maybe that would be better. That's probably something I'll do down the line at some point, or maybe 4 or 5 or whatever I end up doing. But for now, I've tried 3 and 3 multiple times and I really like it. So I'm just going to continue to do it. And my goals right now are, in terms of bodybuilding, I want to gain as much muscle as possible. And in that regard, you might say, well, hey, wouldn't you just take 6 caps of Turk? I'm not sure if that would even be better, but my style of bodybuilding training that I do is very like high rep. And so I think Ecdysterone is more beneficial in that regard. And I think adding them together is probably ideal. So that's just me doing what I've already done, what I've already found to work. And I also want to keep the strength that I've built, because earlier on in my bulk, I just kind of took away the compounds, didn't emphasize them at all, and my strength went down. So I want to keep my compounds in there, just give them a lot less volume than I have been, and then add in a lot of bodybuilding stuff. And hopefully, grow quite a bit from that and keep my strength, if not grow even more. So I've been hitting PRs left and right still, even as I've transitioned into bodybuilding. I hit 2 incline bench PRs yesterday. I hit 315 for 6. I hit 295 for 9. And then the day before, I did the 225 overhead press or strict press for 7 reps. So just still hitting PRs, still having a good time. And I think Turkesterone is going to aid in that. And just since I've switched over to bodybuilding style training, I've already gained like 2 or 3 pounds. I think that's just due to the nature of, my muscles and the glycogen and everything like that. I don't think it's like I've added any muscle in this time period, but I'm sitting at about 245 pounds now. So I was 242 not too long ago. Now I'm about 245, and I want to continue bulking. And I feel like bulking to 250 is going to be very close. So I'll probably try and take it up to 260. I don't really know, but as of right now, I don't feel like I need to cut yet, and I'm getting really good results. So I just want to continue to stretch this out. And if I find that, my results aren't great or anything like that, maybe I up the Ecdy dose and see what happens. But yeah, just telling you what I'm doing, and that's where I'm at. So anyway, that's all I got to say about that. I'll keep you updated, and I'll talk to you soon.